guys, Way here, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to complete the new League and Nation Hybrid SBC the cheapest and easiest way. As of right now, this will set you back around 35,000 coins or so on both consoles. I'll leave a link down below to Footbin if you want to find the exact price as of the moment you're watching this video, and in return you get yourself an untradeable kit, 12,000 coins and 4 decent packs for all of the 4 individual SBCs. So it's an SBC I would recommend completing along with all of these other advanced SBCs, and this is my first video on these. I will be doing ones on these other 2 SBCs as well, so if you want to find out how to do those cheaply, be sure to check them out. So we're going to get straight on into this. It is a fairly simple SBC, bar 1 or 2 teams here and there. First up, we've got the Challenger. You need exactly 2 nationalities, exactly 3 leagues, a maximum of 6 players from the same league and nation. Everyone needs to be gold, and you need 100 chemistry. Now, you don't need to buy the same players as me, but I'm just going to show you guys kind of a template for you to follow, and it's pretty simple. You want to split your team into 2 sides. One side with players from the same league and nation. Go with a league like the Argentine League, the Russian League, the Turkish League, the Super League, the Ukrainian League, one of those smaller leagues because players are way cheaper there. You can get all of them for about 400 coins really easily. So you can see here I've gone with Argentinian players, all from the Argentine League, all in the right positions, all getting good chemistry, and we're all good. And then on the other side, you want to go with, again, pretty much the same, but this time you want either your left mid or left back, or it could be on the other side, it could be your right back or right mid. You want one of them to be from the same nation as the players around them, but from a different league. That will get your 3rd league in there. So I've got Lopez, who is Portuguese but plays in La Liga with the Liga NOS players here. So that gets my 3rd league in. You guys don't need to use the same players. If you do, they'll rise in price and it won't be the cheapest way. Instead, kind of use this as a template. So for example, you don't even need to use the Argentine League, but let's say you want to. Just go and look up gold centre-backs from the Argentine League or Argentinian and get the cheapest one you can find, and the cheapest right-back, and the cheapest right-mid, centre-mid and striker. It may not be the same players as me, it may be. It all depends when you're watching this video who's going to be the cheapest, and that way you're able to complete the SBC the cheapest way. But you can pick any leagues you want, and obviously you can use players who are already in your club as well. If for whatever reason you do want to copy me though, these are the players I've used. You can see how cheap I'm getting them. 300, 400 coins here and there. Super cheap on the whole, really not having to pay too much for any of these players, and there you go, very simple. You may possibly need loyalty on one player because you might get 99, so if you guys have 99 chemistry and it doesn't work, it's because you need loyalty. So hopefully you've packed one player somewhere, or you've got loyalty chemistry, haven't played enough games with them, and you'll be able to use them. But we're going to submit this and you get a rare mixed players pack in return. Next up is advanced. This needs exactly 3 nationalities, exactly 5 leagues, a maximum of 5 players from the same nation and league, and a 79 rating with 100 chemistry. Now this one here you want to follow, again, a pretty similar kind of template or formula as me, but you don't need to use the exact same players. Starts off with, on the left and right hand side, using a right mid, right back and right centre mid, and obviously left centre mid, left back and left mid, who all link together playing in the same league and for the same nation. You want to use fairly high rated players throughout, get a couple of 82s and 81s here and there, and then you can use some lower rated players, and that's going to pad out your rating. So I've got Liga NOS players on the left hand side who are Portuguese, and I've got German players from the Bundesliga on the right. Then what you want to do is get a hyperlink, and this means players playing for the same club and same nation. You want a hyperlink between your striker and centre mid, and between your 2 centre-backs, and you want them to play for the same nation. Now, if you guys are struggling to find players who get hyperlinks together, I'll leave a link down below to Footwiz, and they have a feature where you can just look up, for example, hyperlink centre-backs, so centre-backs who play for the same club and nation. If you go with players who play just for the same club or just for the same nation in the same league and they get a normal green link, it won't work, they won't get enough chemistry, and you won't be able to complete the SBC. So they have to get a hyperlink together. So I've got, for example, 2 centre-backs here who play for Racing Club and are Argentinian, and I've got a centre mid and a striker who are both Argentinian and play for Cagliari, I believe. So they get the hyperlink together, and then you just want to go with a goalkeeper who plays for the same nation as your centre-backs, but in a different league, and that's going to get your 5th league into the team. So it's quite an easy formula for you guys to copy. There are loads and loads of different players you could go with here. Loads of different players to get hyperlinks together. You'll find a lot of Argentinians, a lot of Portuguese. You'll find fairly similar kind of nations. Lots of Germans too, lots of French. Just look on Footwiz. It's the easiest way if you don't want to copy me. You can copy me though. Like, these players won't actually be that expensive. I mean, look at this. 500 and 400 coins there. And then 350 and 400 there, so super cheap, but maybe they may go up because of this video, but hopefully not. But again, like, you don't need to use the same players as me. You can just kind of follow the same formula. So you could go with like the Ukrainian league on the right hand side. You could go with the Germans from the Bundesliga, but you could just get the cheapest on the market for you at the time of you watching the video. But make sure they get that hyperlink together, and that way you'll be good to go. Again, there is a slight possibility you might get 99 chemistry on the team. If that is the case, you just need to have loyalty chemistry on one player. So hopefully that is the case. You can just incorporate any player you've packed anywhere into the team, preferably on the sides here, because that's going to be easiest for you to get them in without having to swap the rest of your team about too much. And submitting this gives you a 25k pack. Next up, we've got the Fiendish SBC. This one requires exactly 6 nationalities, exactly 6 leagues, a maximum of 3 players from the same nation, and a maximum of 3 players from the same league, with 81 overall rating and at least 90 chemistry. So it's getting a little bit harder this time, and I would more so recommend kind of copying me for a team like this, or following me more precisely if you want to complete this the easiest way, really, without having to get loyalty chemistry, because there are ways of doing this with the loyalty, but this one doesn't require it. So what you want to do is basically go with a left back, centre back and goalkeeper who play for the same club but all for different nations. So I've gone with some Besiktas players here. So we've got Karius, Vida and Erkin. I've then got a centre-back who plays for the same nation as my goalkeeper, Germany, and a right-back who gets a hyperlink into him. So again, same nation and same club. You can find that on Footwiz, and that's going to get your centre-back on full chemistry. And then moving up into the attack, you want to go with an attacking midfielder from a nation who isn't used anywhere else in your team, a CDM who plays for that same nation, and again a league you haven't used anywhere else. Then you want to go with another CDM who plays again in a different league that you've not used and for the same nation as these two, and then from there you can link into an attacking midfielder who gets a strong link for the same club but a different nation, so Sigurdsson in this case, and then you can use any striker from that league and from a nation you've not already used, linking into another striker from the same nation but a different league. So that sounds really complicated, so for that reason I'd recommend kind of following this as a formula. Like, you don't necessarily need the same 3 players here. You could just kind of have like any German goalkeeper maybe, keep these 2 here, and then go with like centre back and left back who link into him. You could go with like Pereira here instead of Carvalho. You could go with Haller instead of Giroud. You could go with Gignac instead of Gomes. You could go with anyone else there instead of João Mario. There's lots of different kind of players you can swap in and out here. But I'd recommend more so kind of following this template here in order to make this easier, because if not you will need loyalty chemistry, or you will just have to be kind of puzzling about for a long time. So you may have to overpay a little bit, but nevertheless it's not too expensive. If you look at the players I'm using, 400 coins for Karius, Gomes was 900, Giroud 1.5, João Mario, Sigurdsson. I mean, here and there I'm paying a little bit more, but still, this team's maybe like, even if you're paying a little bit over the odds compared to what I paid, it's going to be like 10 to 15k. Which isn't too bad, because in return you get a 35k pack. Finally, we have got Puzzle Master, which is a very tough SBC to complete. You need exactly 9 nationalities, exactly 7 leagues, a maximum of 3 players from one club, at least an 82 rating and 85 chemistry. Now I need to say, massive warning in big letters, you need loyalty chemistry for this SBC. You need to have packed or played 10 games with a couple of the players in your squad. So if you look here, I've got loyalty chemistry on 6 players in the squad, so about 5 or 6 is what you need. So I have 86 chemistry here, so you need loyalty chemistry basically on 5 players, which means you need to have either packed them or you can play 10 games with them. There is a loyalty glitch where you play offline and then dashboard, but that's going to take a little bit more time, so you want to hopefully have packed these players. That's going to be the easiest way of doing this, and luckily I managed to work it around so I had a team full of enough players that I had packed. So the way you want to work this team out is go with a trio in the middle of high rated players. You need an 82 rating, so you will need high rated players. So try and go with a trio of players that play for the same club and all for different nations. So I've got Giroud, Jorginho and Kovacic. High rated, all playing for the same club, different nations, all on good chemistry. You then want to get a right winger and a right mid who play for the same club but different nations, so get a strong link together. And you want to link them on that side, and then on the left hand side you want the same, different nations, same club. So I've got Promes and Neres. Then you want a centre back who plays for the same nation as your left mid, on the left hand side, but for a league you've not used yet, and the same on the right, again for a league you haven't used yet. And then in the middle you want to go with a centre back who plays for a league and nation you haven't used at all, and the same for your goalkeeper, a league and nation you haven't used. So Bundesliga hasn't been used anywhere else, Serie A hasn't been used anywhere else either. Now you want to get loyalty chemistry, as I said, on at least 5 players in your team. So I have loyalty on Musacchio, I have it on this guy down here, I have it on Naldo, Neres and Giroud, I believe that is it. And you will not be able to complete this SBC without loyalty chemistry. It is important. So for those of you who are completing this and not getting enough chemistry, that is why I always get so many comments from people doing SBCs like this that need loyalty who don't get the concept of loyalty. You need to provide the packed players, or you need to have played 10 games with them. That gives them the extra chemistry point, allowing you to complete these SBCs. There isn't a way of doing this without loyalty, I do believe. There hasn't for the past few FIFAs. It's always been the same. It's a very tough SBC, but if you've packed the players, you're good to go. And you will need some higher rated cards, so yes, you can get some lower rated cards like this in here, but to make up you will need maybe some 84s and 83s, but they're not too expensive. So I'm going to show you guys the team I've used, but it really depends on the players you've packed. I looked at a footbin solution, I tried to replicate it, it didn't work at all because I hadn't packed the players, so I managed to just kind of puzzle out myself using players I'd packed to make it work without having to go and play games for loyalty. But you can see the players I've used, even though they're high rated, they're not too expensive. But yeah, this SBC is a little bit more on the costly side. You're probably looking at like 15,000 coins or so, but you do get a 55k pack for completing it, which is not too bad. So we are going to submit that SBC. You need loyalty, as I have already said. I know the players are already in my squad, that does not matter. We're going to submit this now, and that is going to be my first SBC, or my first proper SBC. I did the starter one complete of FIFA 20. As you guys can see there, League and Nation Hybrid completed, and that is of course going to give me the away kit and also 13,000 coins, and we've still got all the packs to open as well. So let's go through these in order of quality. I would say the rare mixed players pack is probably the worst pack here. I mean, you get 4 rare goals though, so it's not too bad. Could actually be better than the 25k pack, given you get more rare cards. But let's see, we can get like a walkout or just like a big player. I'd be really, really happy if we can get maybe like an 84, 85, maybe someone like Sancho or something. We get Perrin. But if we can get a player worth more than 10k, I'd be really happy. But even, like, I've got, what, 13k back already. We got a damn Militao. Come on, that is what I wanted, man. He is sick. A really, really good player. Actually in my starter squad that I want to build, which is perfect. And he's worth, like, what, 17, 18k? That is ideal. I will take that very, very happily every day of the week. And a load of other players that will probably sell for a bit. So that's literally already made me profit, because I've got Militao, I got 13k back, and I've got like some other decent players that I'm going to end up getting here that even I can just quick sell, I'll end up making profit. And that's arguably the worst pack there. And we've already got a damn Militao. This stage of the game, players that are low rated, that are fairly packable, sell for lots, which is perfect. We're going to get another decent player here. It's going to be a Dutch. Who is that? CDM? Ajax. It's going to be, who is this? Daley Blind, who's now an 83. I was not aware that he was a defensive midfielder, nor that he was an 83, but we've got him. I doubt he's going to sell for too much, but we could still have someone decent hidden in the pack. And Didi is a decent player. He's, what, like 4k? Not too bad, I would take that. And we've got lots of other players who will probably sell for a bit. Manga Man doesn't sell for anything. Javi Lopez doesn't. Oscar Plano may sell for like 400 coins, so worth listing him up for a little bit. Check the price of everyone. It's the stage of the game where people could surprise you. Argentine left backs especially. If you have any of them, they're like 4k, so keep an eye out there. Mega pack now, and then we've got a rare mega pack too. But we've already got like some sick players, so I'm very, very happy. I got Dybala. That's my best ball so far of the game. What's this going to be? Is this an inform? Poland. Right mid, right back. No, it is an inform. That's my first inform of the game. A very bad one, but it is an inform. There we go. We got a team of the week, and we also got Adair Militao. I'm very, very happy. I mean, we've definitely made profit from this. And we've still got 2 more advanced SBCs to complete. We've got Calvert-Lewin, Van Aanholt, who's a nice pull there. He's like maybe 5, 6k. Upamecano is another nice pull. And then, yeah, an inform, who is definitely going to be discard price. But I might just discard him and take the coins. But I might also keep him because there is potential that he could go for more in the future because he's going to be quite a rare card. But he isn't very good, so I doubt it. We can get rid of these irrelevant things down here. Lots of squad fitnesses, which is always very, very useful. And there we go. We've got a rare mega pack now. This is going to be the last pack. 30 items, 30 rares. Very, very big pack. One of the biggest on the game. Let's see. Come on, EA. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's going to be another decent player. Are we going to see a flag? No, we're not. We're just going to see a gold card. It's going to be Ruben Neves, which isn't too bad. And we could still have a Mendy. We could have another Adair Militao. There's Sissoko. A few players that could be in here. We get Luke Shaw. And we get Bailly, the strong link of dreams there. 2 very, very overpowered players. Luke Shaw's maybe like 4 or 5k. Yeah, like 5k or so. I've made huge profit on this SBC. It's been sick. What an SBC. That was so worth it overall. We've made a ton of profit. I mean, I'm very, very happy with that. Let me know what you guys get. We get Perrin too, who is not that bad. But yeah, let me know what you guys get from this SBC and from all the others you may have completed. Because right now, players just go for so many coins, and also check position changes, things like this. Some of them go for loads because of some SBCs. Look at this. Cam to centre mid is going for a lot. But yeah, anyway, I'm very, very happy with that. We've got so much still to sell on, and we've made a lot of coins. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, check out my videos for the other SBCs that will be out later on tonight, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.